Welcome back to the WTF podcast. I got a special guest for y'all, Keys. Keys is in the house.
What it do, gang?
Y'all already know Keys. He's been on the podcast before, but now I finally have just him, a little solo podcast. Like now we're just talking and getting to know Keys. So how you been, bro?
I've been good. Putting in a lot of hours in the studio. Honestly, more recently than the last time you see me.
That's right. Yeah, that's good.
I mean, just doing life stuff, bro. Working a lot.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out, navigate the whole thing.
Yep. Dude, and we've been talking before the podcast, and we hung out the other week, and dude, it was nice just getting back into the studio. You know what I mean, and finally getting, because I haven't really been in the recording studio like with the artists and stuff like that. So seeing you guys like film and just because I be filming. But when you guys are recording, it's a different kind of vibe where it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
definitely a whole different thing, and it was cool that we even just got to do that because that wasn't even planned. That was something that was just spur of the moment. We met up just downtown at I think it was a warehouse, right?
Yeah. Just went to get food and stuff like that.
Yeah, went and just got food, hung out, talked for a little bit. I hit up my brother. Shout out Vonnie. Shout out Vonnie on the beat.
Shout out Vonnie on the beat.
We pulled up there and then just made the song, and then that song with Dreamy is real hard, bro. Shout out Lil Dreamy as well.
Yeah, no, I'm excited, dude, and it's cool too because. I'm kind of like a run and gun guy, so it's just that those are my favorite kind of moments where it's like, oh, well, we're gonna pull up the studio, we FaceTime Vonnie, yeah, it's gonna pull up, and it's just like, dude, it's like, oh my gosh,
yeah, it's spontaneous, bro. That's the way I'm a very spontaneous kind of person as well, because I feel like if you're doing the same thing over and over again, you know what I mean? Like some people are cool with that. Me, I can't.
Yes,
I can't do the same thing every day. At some point, I'm gonna drive myself insane. So
yeah, no, it's cool, it's cool, and it's cool too because. Yeah, it's fun. Like that's just how life be, sometimes, and it's cool because like you said before, you've been working, you've been in the studio, dude. How has it been like finally creating a project? Kind of being in the background, just working. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm in the same vibe where it's like I'm just in the background grinding, kind of just stacking my chips. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean it's been a weird kind of journey because obviously, I think I've played maybe a couple songs for you. If not, I'll show you, especially after.
100%.
It's been different for me because this is technically this is my first project. It's me. You know what I'm saying? I've been on a lot of Sarge's stuff. Shout out Sarge as well. You know what I mean? He's blessed me with opportunities to been on his tapes. I've done songs with MJD. Shout out MJD. I've done a lot of work with a ton of people, and it's cool that. Even from where I started from, cause I was in a group called Zuda Gang.
Oh, okay.
It was the very first group I was in, and we were all together. But it's just cool that now I'm out here doing something for myself that I can attach my name to. So it's been a cool journey. I found out what I can and can't do. I've made it fun for myself because at the end of the day, that's what you're doing it for. If you're not having fun while you're doing it, then you're in the wrong field. Is the way I look at it, and that's what I look at like anything in life. If you're just doing it just to do it, what are you doing it for? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta find your purpose when it comes to a lot of things.
Yeah, and it's I always tell that to people too because it's like. People sometimes struggle with that where it's like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, but it's like, no, you just got to be you, man. And that's why I hella appreciate you as not even just an artist, but as a friend too, because it's like it's just Keith,
Yeah, I mean, I'm unapologetically
awesome.
Myself.
Yes, bro.
That is the problem that I'm gonna have to deal with for the rest of my life.
Yeah, dude, I'm the same way. It's like a gift and a curse almost.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter. You could be in job interviews and you're like, well, I'm doing this, or you could try to be talking to certain people, and just the way that you are as a person can come very, like I said earlier, it comes very aggressive because you're like, whoa, this is a lot of energy coming at me at once. I'm used to someone warming up to me instead of being like, hey, I'm at your door. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't like that energy, but that's me.
Yeah, and we were talking about earlier because it's like we're kind of old school. You know what I mean? We kind of, I talk about it all the time, but I was raised by my grandparents, you know what I'm saying?
Same,
not
same
raised by them, but I was with them a lot, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So they taught me the old classic ways, and that's something we were talking about earlier before I hit record. It was just a lot of people are because it's a new day and age, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Technology has forwarded us so far as a species because it's dude, technology is just getting better and better.
I mean,
and better and
bro,
better.
even the kids now, they're playing on iPads. I remember playing on a VTech, bro. I remember the newest shit that I thought was cool, bro, was you could put your it was the VTech like book, right? But it read to you. So you could go and like press the like the words and it would read back to you. For some reason when I was young, I was like, bro, this is the craziest thing. I don't even have to read, you know what I mean? I'm having something read it for me. So that's why like even for me, I struggle with reading a book by myself now. I gotta have an audio book to follow along with.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, technology, bro, it's came a long way. You know what I mean? It's came a long, long way. My first phone was a BlackBerry, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why, like, even to tie it back in with like the whole
BlackBerry.
grandparent thing, bro. Like, I went and I didn't get that phone. Man, I didn't get a phone till I was like in 7th grade, bro. I didn't get a phone till I was in 7th grade.
Yep.
So then I had a BlackBerry for a little bit, and then my grandfather had to have seen that there was a deal on Samsung phones or something like that, add a line or whatever, or he just thought I was old enough. Finally, you know what I mean? I'm 13, bro.
Yes.
Like, if I need to go do something, like, you all need to get a hold of me. But he got me a Samsung phone for Christmas that same Christmas.
Yeah.
So I must have been doing something right to get an upgrade in the phone.
Dude, yeah, no, that's cool because I remember getting like a BlackBerry like in the 7th grade, but before I because you know me, dude, I was always trying to like grind as a child, like you know I was either doing chores or even like going door to door. Hey, you need to like I need to shovel snow or something, you know.
Yeah,
something
you
to
get the
something.
leaves, cut the grass.
Dude, yes, exactly, something so I can get like I just got like a little like flip phone and I bought minutes, bro.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you had to buy minutes.
You had to buy
like,
data, bro.
Yeah, you
people
had to
are
buy
so used to
minutes.
unlimited data now, where it's just like, bro. I remember being like, I think it was what was it? We had a conversation with my grandfather. God bless his soul. He was like, "You got like 20 gigs of data. Like, what are you doing? Turn on your Wi-Fi." I'm like,
Yeah.
Am I running up the bill? Because you're talking to me like I'm running up the bill right now. So I need to figure it out.
Yeah, dude. No, it's funny because I always talk about like the past and like it's weird to me because a lot of people be like, "Oh, you're an unk or you're an unk status or whatever." I'm like, dude, I'm only like,
Bro, this
my
unk-
my birthday's in 2.5 weeks. Like I'm only gonna turn 23. Like, come on.
Yo, okay, so you're 23 getting
Yeah.
called unk. Imagine being called 25, bro.
Yeah,
I
that's what
turned
I'm saying.
25 and they're looking at me like, "God," you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
like
what the
they're
hell?
looking at me crazy, like I'm prehistoric.
Yeah, no.
My brother's 2 years, a
Trust.
year and a half older than me. I look at him prehistoric, so I
Yeah.
couldn't imagine like, being like, bro. Imagine being like 14 years old and looking at us.
Yeah, no, yeah.
You would think that we've probably been around and seen almost. I mean, we were born around 9/11, so I mean,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
that's a good. 9/11 was a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people weren't born yet. A lot of people were. So
Yeah,
that dates us. You know, what I mean, we have something that dates us now. I guess.
Yeah, it is like a weird thing because I've talked about it on the podcast before, but we were definitely born into a recession, bro. Because after 9/11, we went to war with Afghanistan and stuff like that. So a lot of people and our parents don't really kind of get that because they had like Cold War scares and get under the desk because it's a nuclear
Cuban
warning.
Missile Crisis and stuff like that.
Yeah. But for us, it's like, dude, for us, it was like, oh my gosh, we're going to war, and then now we're in a recession, and that because you always see those memes where it's like, damn, I should have bought a house when I was 8.
Yeah, bro. Oh my gosh, if I would have known about that, bro.
Dude, yeah. You know
The things I would have been, I would have not
hilarious, bro.
spent. I remember what was it? It's funny that you bring that up because like I don't know idea why that just gave me this memory. I remember one time when I was young where those memes would have made sense, and if I would have known them, was I went down to McDonald's one time. I bought 80 chicken nuggets, bro. One time. I don't know why I thought as a kid, I'm like, I'm going to do 80 chicken nuggets. I'm going to be the first person to do 80 chicken nuggets in one sitting.
Yeah,
There's
bro,
been someone that's done that already. You know what I'm saying,
dude.
Keith? Like, come on, bro. It's like, tighten up.
Right.
But if I would have saved that money and bought a house when I was that young,
Yeah,
bro,
bro.
oh my God.
Dude, I think about that all the time because I was just spending money like hell when I was young, and that's kind of what you do. You kind of learn how to navigate through the world and stuff like that, and it's kind of interesting because it's like now, you see like the younger generation, you know what I mean, and they it's not like they have a lot of problems, but I feel like a lot of the younger generation does have problems because it's like now everything is everywhere. Information is at the palm of your hands. You know what I'm saying? So it's just interesting comparing generations to generations. Like that might be the topic of the podcast, but comparing generations to generations it's just weird. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, bro. It's just, there's even stuff where
Generational gap, if you will.
I mean, we grew up, we had Google, you know what I'm saying? So the best way to describe it is like, let's say, okay, my parents and your parents are, like, our grandparents didn't have the internet. Our parents had AOL. You know what I'm saying? We had Google. The kids now got ChatGPT.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. Everything just keeps evolving. You know what I mean? So it's a positive and a negative. Like, I heard a story. I don't know if it's true or not. I seen it on TikTok. So don't quote me as positive. This actually happened. Yeah. There was a story where this kid, I think he was like in Wisconsin or something like that. Like I said, don't quote me. But he was like a 22, 23-year-old kid, right? He looks up on ChatGPT what's the best things to clean his bathroom with. I don't know if this is true, okay, like I said. But ChatGPT told him that bleach and ammonia are really good cleaning products, right? He didn't understand not to mix bleach and ammonia because, like, do you know what that makes at all?
No.
That's mustard gas, bro.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So, like, when you mix bleach and ammonia, that's mustard gas. So, like, back in World War II, all those crazy pictures, that's mustard gas, bro.
Yeah. No, because I've heard of, like, there's a lot of cleaning products you shouldn't mix, and then, you know, yeah, because sometimes the chemicals are wild, bro.
Yeah,
that's why
bro.
I think chemistry is really
imagine you're 22 trying to clean your bathroom and suffocate yourself to death because you listen to ChatGPT, bro.
Yeah, no.
Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, sometimes go touch some grass. So let's go do something, bro. Because ChatGPT will get you messed up. It's still learning. You know what I'm saying? It's still learning.
And on the flip side, like, there's a lot of kids nowadays that are like, all right, we're gonna hang out, but don't bring your phones. Like, you have to meet up at the spot. Like, everyone had back in the day like the spot to meet up. You know
exactly. And you hung out all day. Cool. You hung out all day. Yes. Your parents did and didn't know where you were at. Mm-hmm. It was more of just like, okay, I'm taking your word for it type of thing. Now it's like, okay, I need your location. That and people are weird now. Yeah. A lot more. There's a lot more weird things going on in the world that have been brought to your doorstep versus being like, okay, it's across the street kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
and I guess to curb the podcast, for me, I'm excited to watch, like you, Vonnie, Dreamy, all these artists, man, because especially here, you know what I'm saying? Because it's exciting watching, especially you and Vonnie, because it's like you guys have so much chemistry, bro.
Yeah.
And that's what I try to do with other people too, is like develop chemistry. And then it's like we're pulling up and we're just hanging out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I enjoy, like, just vibing, you know what I'm saying? And it's cool, like, also just being in the background and being behind the scenes, because it's like...
Yeah, you see a lot of things, you hear a lot of things. I mean, shout out my brother again, bro. Yeah. Vonnie on the beat, like, that's why, like, he's been there for me ever since, bro. Man. You know what I mean? Ever since, like, because I don't know if he told you the story when he was on, but, like, I met Vonnie 2016, right?
Right.
Yeah, so I met him 2016, bro. I've only known him not even 10 years of my life, and... That's my dog, bro.
Yeah.
Like, if I gotta go to war for him,
right?
I will, you know what I'm saying? I will do it, bro. So,
yeah.
And it's just all about, like, you know what I mean? Like, even with Dreamy, like, he's been cool, real chill guy ever since I met him, bro. Like, real down to earth. It's all about just the genuinism of people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, I like genuine people when it's like, okay, like, this is it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can take you for who you are and what you do versus you trying to put on a front and act like you're somebody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I'm not sure if you, like, kind of announced it, but yeah, you are working on a new tape, man, and it's really cool listening to those, like, unreleased songs. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just it's cool, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
I know you've been working.
Yeah,
overworking.
Yeah, the tape is gonna be called The Queue. You know what I'm saying? So just like how, like, on Spotify you can add songs to the queue. Yeah, I'm kind of just rolling with,
That's awesome.
The pun of, oh, Keith, the queue, ha ha ha. I'm trying to do that, trying to be like it's something cool.
That's fire.
Yeah, I mean, the songs are done. The songs are done right now. The only hint I'm gonna drop for everybody today is that it is going to be 11 songs will be on the tape. We're just finishing up the last little bit of it. I would love to get it out at the end of this month. If it's not at the end of this month, it'll be within the first 2 weeks of November. I've been working on it since July, and I kind of made it really quick. After I went through ups and downs in life, and went through and experienced a lot of things. Finally, just got locked back in with my brother, bro, and just put the pen to paper. You know what I mean.
Yeah, and it's cool too, because it's like, we have like, I always talk about this, but it's like we kind of overwork ourselves, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing I try to talk about with a lot of people, where it's like you have to find that, you know, that fine tune to like be working and like be resting, you know what I'm saying? And it's cool too, because, you know, what I was gonna say earlier was like, it's cool if you don't like release it like in a month, because it's like it takes time too, you know.
Yeah.
It's the artistry, you know what I mean, and it takes time. So even if you rush through something or not rush through something, it's still gonna be great, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's just it's basically done. There's just the last little bits of, you know, dotting the T's, crossing dotting the I's, crossing the T's, and you know what I'm saying? Just like I want to add just a few more things to it. I'm gonna leave those as a surprise so that you know everybody checks it out.
Yes, sir.
But you know what I mean? Like it's one of those things of I do agree with you. You know what I mean? That's why even like there's a lot of artists that they take like it's not, they won't drop an album next year. It'll be all right, 2 years, all right, 3 years. Like even my favorite artist, Travis Scott, I think it took him like 5 to 7 years since Astroworld.
Oh, okay.
And then he dropped Utopia. I was like, bro, like I'm like 7 years. I'm like, you know how much life I lived in 7 years, bro.
Right. Yeah, and you can get into it, bro. Like who are you? Like who does? Oh my gosh, I cannot speak English right now. Like what you say your favorite artist is Travis Scott. Are there other like, you know,
influential like artists and stuff like that? Yeah,
influential artists like, you know, that inspire you. You know, like inspirational artists too. You know, because Travis Scott is like one of my favorite too. Bro. Yeah, that's why it's like, you know,
Travis Scott,
Kid Cudi.
Yeah, Travis Scott's been a huge part of my life since I was 14 years old. The very, very first project I listened to from him was on SoundCloud, and that was Days Before Rodeo.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Now, I know people, like the diehard fans and everything like that, when they see this, they're going to laugh at me because I somehow went from Days Before Rodeo, skipped Rodeo for some reason. I just never listened to Rodeo growing up, and went to Birds.
Well,
I skipped the whole Rodeo phase. Everyone was probably going crazy with Antidote, 3500, all the songs on there, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm like 15, 16 years old, but I think it also was the fact of like I had free shit growing up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
trust me.
I was old fashioned. You know what I I mean? They were like, okay, when I get my own money, I can pay for my own things. They're not gonna pay for anything for me right now. They're gonna give me what I need to make sure I don't die. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. But all those extra amenities, like I'm not gonna get. And then I met my dad, and that's when I first got like Spotify Premium and stuff like that at 15, 16, and then that's when I found Birds like later that winter. But to tie it back in, like another like the weird thing is about me is there's a lot of influential artists for me because I divide it into two different things for me. Because there's the lyricists, you know what I'm saying? Where, I mean, obviously, like the J. Cole's, Kendricks, and stuff like that. But what I mean, like, for lyricists is, for me, is the way, like, certain people say certain words, the cadence, the flow. And then there's the people that somehow create the vibe, the energy, and stuff like that. So, like, for me, I would put, like, Travis Scott, my number one influential for just bringing the energy, you know what I'm saying?
Dude, 100%. Like, and it's almost a rage, you know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly. Like, bro, like you gotta rage, bro. You gotta rage. Like, that's me at a concert. Man. Like, that's one thing that, like, anybody could say about me is it could be silent. And I personally hate going first. I personally hate going first so much because my sets are so high energy, and I try to bring it and be in your face about it. Because at the end of the day, one, you paid for a show.
Exactly.
I'm going to try to give you the best show I possibly can. Yep. You might know me. You might not know me. Like we were talking about earlier. It's all about first impressions, bro.
Yep.
So what do I look like going up there? You know what I mean? Being like, hey, guys, my name's Keith. I'm going to just come out here and just perform tonight. No, I'm coming out there being like, hey, how's everyone doing? You know what I mean? It's a whole different tone, whole different type of energy. And he's been somebody from, like I said, since I was young, of even just hearing his music and just the way it always made me felt was like I aspire to make music like that and make someone else feel like that, where it's just, you could have the worst, like I could have the worst day and you put on like 35, like right now you put on 3,500, I'm going to be like, hold on, bro, like 100%. Let's go, you know what I mean?
Dude, that kind of sparked my memory because it's like, I remember when you kind of got like, you were like on call basically at the show, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, I was like, oh, Keith, like we need someone to perform, or we need to fill this spot basically. And Keith is like, he's there. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always say about Keith and Bonnie and me too. It's like we're always there when we're needed. You know
exactly.
And that was crazy. Like just witnessing, we was like, oh, I'm going up, and it's like, yeah, you're going up, and it's just boom, you come out.
Yeah, I had to make the set backstage and everything like that because I was supposed to be there for a song, bro. I was supposed to be there for one song. And next thing you know, it's hey, we need you to open the show. It's gonna be a 15-minute set. Bro, I'm honestly pretty geeked right now. Right. I've been smoking and drinking since I got here.
Right, yeah.
And you're just putting this on me. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, I'll probably put that. I believe that was OT Genesis. Was I'll put that as the second worst show I've ever done.
Right.
Because it's just the fact of like one, I hadn't been making music like that. I've been just living my life. I was going through I was doing a bunch of stuff. You know what I mean? But there was that, and on top of it, I just wasn't prepared, bro. You know what I mean? So when that came upon, like, bro, it was a whole different vibe. Mikey Polo, I would say Mikey Polo was probably my worst one. And the only reason why I put that one above OT Genesis was the fact of I knew Mikey Polo was coming on. Right. I knew about all the stuff. Yeah. And in talks with the promoter and everything like that. I decided to go buy a handle of Hornitos and let's just drink until I'm on. Yeah. So I get on there, and you know how it is. Like, I don't know, like, or even, you know how it is even with the podcast. Like, you can have, like, a few libations, you know what I'm saying? But then you get to a point where you're like, okay, I'm lit. And then you try to act like you're not lit or do your job.
Yes.
And I think everybody can relate to that. You're like, ooh, I'm slipping right now. Like, I know what I'm supposed to be doing, but
and it's
I'm lit.
It's tough, too, because we're always around, like, the party, or, like, we're always backstage and stuff like that. So it's, like, it's easier, or it's harder. It's harder to do something on the spot when it's like, dude, I wasn't even prepared, and that's
that
why,
part, bro. That part.
But yeah, but that's cool. It's cool too because if you're not prepared but you still show up, you know what I mean? That's like it might have been a bad.
Bro. And I had to walk to that show, bro. I had to walk to that show.
For me, from like a third, like like an outside perspective looking in, it was good because it's like if you weren't there, they might not have had an opener. You know what I'm saying?
And then on top of that, like to make matters even worse about that show, the only reason why I put it 2, when low key, if you bring all this into it, like all the outside factors of one, that was the second OT Genesis show. The first one, he didn't show up, bro.
Yeah.
So people paid money and they didn't even get their money's worth. Right, so you already are coming in with this chip, not even a chip on your shoulder, a chip on the show in general.
Yes.
I didn't even do the first OT Genesis.
Yeah,
so people some people that was their second time. You know what I mean?
Wild,
some people that was their second time doing that shit. So I'm supposed to go out there and give people their money's worth who are already mad.
Right.
They're already mad when they got there. And some people, and like even you could even tell the vibe of like when OT Genesis, when the second time that was rolling around, like it was very you gonna go? I don't know, because last time, and I feel bad for Habibi. Shout out Habibi.
Yeah, no, shout out Habibi for real.
Bro, like that put a stain on him. It put a stain on him for a second. But he's been doing this thing with R&B and stuff like that too. So he's been doing his thing. So hopefully we get another big show like that. But to tie it back into influential artists, I would say Travis Scott 1.
You can do like a top 3, I guess, because it's hard, bro.
I mean, I'm gonna do a 5. I'm gonna do 5, okay, but I'm really thinking about it, so I can give you like a genuine answer.
Yeah.
And people that like, if they watch this and they listen to the music, especially the tape coming out, shout out to Q. They can definitely hear it. So 1, I would say is Travis Scott. 2, Boss Man D-Lo, just because of the fact of, bro, he's so funny.
Yeah,
he's so funny, bro. He rap like left wrist apple fritter, right wrist cinnamon bun.
Yeah,
like, bro, that's what he be doing. It's so crazy, bro. But hilarious. He can say whatever, and it just works. It works. There's him. So Travis Scott, Boss Man D-Lo, and this is right now because they obviously changed. Like, yes, you have the founding fathers of who put you on. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm gonna answer that, I gotta say DMX, fucking.
Give it to you.
Travis Porter. Let's see who else I was listening to. 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Eminem and Tech 9. Those were the first 5 artists I really fell in love with. If that was you know what I mean? Like, if that's what it is. But now obviously music changes, your taste
Like
changes.
the origin back in the day when like when it's like your first kind of artist.
Yeah, you're
It's
finding everything, bro.
Exactly,
You're
yeah.
finding everything. Like, but
awesome.
yeah. So Travis Scott, Bossman D-Lo. I gotta go Rio, cause I've been going ham with the Flint flows.
Trust, dude. The
They're
Michigan
different.
scene is wild, dude.
They're built different.
Yeah, they're built different, and they're funny because that's why when you bring up Bossman D-Lo, he's just in there and he's just like, it's kind of how it is too when we're in the studio. It's just like we're just talking shit, and it's just like, oh, it kind of rhyme and kind of sound good, and it's like, oh yeah, fuck it, we'll just leave it in.
Yeah, leave it and go, bro.
Yeah, dude, and that's just, oh my gosh, dude, yeah, Bossman D-Lo is hilarious, bro. It just unlocks so many memories, bro. You know how it be. Just funny as
I would say Kodak Black would be 4.
hell yeah.
And number 5 is, I would say, Don Toliver. He's, ever since I first heard him in 2018, he's been a real and staple in my playlist, right behind Travis Scott. But the crazy thing is, if you look on Spotify, he ain't made my top 5. I think he's made my top 5 maybe once, bro, since 2018.
No,
so I'm like, what? And somehow, some way, I think Trav is always number 1.
Yeah,
and in the years that he falls to 2, I'm like, upset year. Somebody came in and up with the upset. You know what I mean?
Dude, no, yeah, for real. And when I talk about Travis Scott, for me, because I never listened to Travis almost until Birds in the Trap Sing McKnight. So for me, like the whole rodeo and before the rodeo phase didn't even happen. But then the homie showed me Travis Scott, and then I was like, oh, I listened to rodeo. You know what I'm saying? And but Birds in the Trap was
that was different.
So
I still got
for
the
me,
merch.
man.
I still got the merch.
Trust, yeah, like Birds in the. I always tell everyone too. Like for me, Birds in the Trap Sing McKnight was, dude, a great album because you know how it be. You're just in school, mind your business, and
then you just hear sleep through day, then we play all through the late night.
Yeah, bro, late night.
It was different, bro.
Yes.
It was different, bro. And me, I
Yeah.
went to school in Florida, so like around that time that dropped, like think about this, bro. All right, from my perspective, when I met my dad, I moved down to Florida. Right, this is around the time XXX pops off, Ski Mask pumps off, Lil Pump.
Like the SoundCloud
Smoke
era.
Perp, this whole SoundCloud era. Bro, everybody's going off. So I'm going to school listening to all the Florida rappers' song, like Kodak Black, bro.
Yeah.
Like every day,
Yeah.
a new song I've never heard before.
Mm-hmm.
And then next thing you know, I'm still bumping Birds, bro.
Trust.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
bro, they don't Kodak, they don't want to see you win it. They were going
Trust.
crazy, and I'm sitting
yeah.
over here still singing, still singing.
The Houston.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah,
just
bro.
still rocking with it, bro.
Yeah, and I always bring up like X and them and Ski because that's kind of when the Florida sound started. Was this in the SoundCloud era? You know what I mean? And
It evolved. I wouldn't say
you know
it
what I'm
started. It
saying?
evolved into something different.
Yes, it started into like definitely like a scene, if you will. You know what I mean? And that's what
Almost like Atlanta. It's almost like a whole
Yes.
Atlanta thing now.
Yeah, dude, and that I just talk about them. I talk about that crew a lot because it's like they started a lot of stuff, and rest in peace X too, because it's like
bro. Rest in peace,
it's tough. It's tough. The legends die young, if you will. You know what I mean? So
R.I.P. Juice WRLD.
yeah, and Juice WRLD too, bro. And they leave a lot of legacy behind, but also like a lot of an inspiration.
Yeah.
And that's why I always bring it up with artists, because it's like, dude, it's heavy because it's
Especially if you listen to like, I don't know when was the last time you listened to X, bro?
I listen to X almost like every other day. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
But it's just,
so
it-
like
it's just in my playlist type shit.
Okay, so for me, like I definitely try to like evolve my playlist so I don't listen
Right.
to the same things.
Yeah, that's true.
So on Spotify, they got this whole thing called I don't get why I keep shouting out Spotify.
Hey, no,
but
shout out Spotify.
I got the
You
end
know
of the
what I'm
day,
saying?
yeah. But they got this thing called the DJ on there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you can talk to it and like you can tell it to play like certain curated things, right? I said I'm like play my 2018 hits. I'm like let me just go back to senior year one time. Fuck it, like you know what I'm saying?
okay.
I'm like let me just listen to what I was listening to my senior year. I heard "Whoa" by XXX off this. I think it's Skins is that album.
Mm-hmm.
And bro, when I tell you, it was the best way I could just explain it. It was like so surreal and like almost cerebral at the same time
Right.
because like bro, like it hit my ears and I'm like, this almost feels like I'm listening to it again back in 2018 on top of like all the memories are coming back, the way I felt back then,
Right.
the way my body felt back then. Like
Yeah.
It just
Almost
was
like
a whole
ethereal, bro.
It was so like it was crazy. I'm not trying to be dramatic or anything, but like I feel like we all go through things where you're like,
I get it, bro. Trust me.
you hear a song or like it's even with foods or places, it brings you back to something and you're like, whoa, I haven't felt that in years, bro. I haven't felt that in years. So.
Yeah,
but I definitely get you, bro. The Florida flows, like even shout out Lil Tyler, bro. Like he's crazy, bro.
And that brings up a funny memory, like the other week ago, because it was like, bro, when you're explaining like what kind of beat, you know what I mean, and it's like I'll never forget this, Keys, because it was just so funny, bro. Where it was like, it was like Jamie going like mew boo mew.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It was funny because you were like, you know what I'm saying, like he's like, oh, you're talking in Neptunian. And like, whale?
Oh yeah, I was like, he's talking about the Neptunes. Yeah, I was like, I forget. Yeah, I forget. I said that.
No, it was so funny, bro. I couldn't stop fucking laughing. It was so funny because it's true, bro. When it's like you're trying to find the tight beat, you know what I mean? And it was just like, oh my gosh, we be doing that all the time, bro. And it's just, oh, dude, it's a memory I'll never forget.
I said that, bro. I was so fried.
Oh, dude, yeah.
But it made sense though. As soon as I said, I was a boo, boo, boo. Vonnie made the beat in like 30 minutes, and we finished that song, bro.
Dude, no, it was wild, dude. It was just funny because it's just like that's how it be, bro. And it's just like when you're with the boys and when you're with the bros, bro. So it's just funny, bro. And I'll never forget that shit. Yeah, it's just funny, bro.
It's always a good time, bro. It's always a good time.
Yep. You already know, bro. So yeah, man, it's just exciting, getting work done and just kind of releasing stuff, and it's cool, dude. Hearing artists releasing stuff and getting them on kind of beforehand, because it's like you've been grinding, kind of been behind the scenes, haven't been out much, you know what I'm saying, and just doing stuff and yeah, bro. But another thing I want to like get into too, because I've been talking about it recently, bro. It's like sometimes for me it's hard to like not go out, you know what I mean? And
yeah,
my birthday's in like a couple weeks, so it's like how do you like kind of get through like not going out and then like sitting down and locking in? Like what's your kind of like strategy, if you will? Because I know for me, like dude, I used to be bad, bro. Like I used to be going out hella.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you know me, bro. Like, excuse me, but you know me, bro. Like I'm for the longest time since I turned 21, bro. Yeah, I was Mr. Outside.
You're right. Yeah,
people would be like, "Does Keith have a house?"
Yeah,
it's Tuesday night, bro.
Trust.
What are you doing?
Right? Yeah, I get it, bro. I'm the same exact way, bro.
Yeah, but for me, like it takes a little bit of growing up, but it was like the thing I told you earlier of I feel like personally, like you go through something.
Yeah.
Because coming into an adult life of you go through high school, everything's kind of cool. Okay, I got to do this, and I don't have to do anything the rest of my day. You can do whatever. All right, I graduated. Okay, let me get my first job. Okay, now I need to figure out how to pay for my car payment, my phone. Okay, let me try to move into somewhere. I can't move into anywhere by myself. That's crazy. Let me try to find a roommate. Oh, my first roommate was really a dickhead.
Right.
I need to move out. Need to find a different spot. I need to, you know what I mean? There's so many different things that just like finally get to you. And especially like for me, like a thing that like it was cool when I was going out a lot. It made the nights cooler, but then I realized I'm like, the only reason why it's cool is because you're seeing the same people.
Yes,
you're seeing the same people. Yep. Like especially like in Boise, like I could get it in a different state, like Texas, New York, Jersey, Arizona, Cali, even Washington, bro. Like you could probably go out and not see the same people. Yeah. Boise, there's 5 bars, bro. There's 5 bars.
You see the same people and like they play the same music almost, and it's just like
everybody plays the same thing. Bro. Everybody knows
culture, I guess.
Yeah, it's just what I mean. It's the small big town culture.
Yes,
that's what I love Boise about, but I hate Boise about.
Yeah, bro.
I know everybody and everybody knows everybody, but sometimes I just want to go out and just not know anybody. I want to experience like how it was. Which that just sucks about, to bring it back into the whole unk thing. That just sucks about when you're getting older.
Yep.
When the first time you're 21, 22, you know what I'm saying? You've only gone out so many times that everything is so cool to you. You're meeting all these new people, but then they age with you, you know what I'm saying? And there's more people that are coming in. So yes, you can meet the younger people, but a lot of times you're going out and you're like, oh, I'm seeing ABC. I'm seeing XYZ.
Right,
like
exactly.
It turned into a repetitive thing where you're like, okay, And that's where like even like bar regulars happen, bro.
Mhm.
Like for a long time I was going to Off the Clock. For the
Yeah.
I worked there, bro. That's
Right.
how much I liked it. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? I was like, let me work here. Like I
Right.
just like the vibe and I
Yeah.
could see the same people. We were
Yeah.
all into the same thing and stuff like
Yeah.
that, but you know what I mean? Like
Mhm. No, I get it, and it's like it's interesting too because you hang out with like you do hang out with like because now I've kind of realized too you gotta like kind of keep your like your circle not small necessarily, but you kind of gotta because I used to just move by myself, bro, and I still
Yeah.
just move mostly by myself. But I used to come to like Meridian like down here a lot like just by myself. You know what I'm saying? Just to kick it. But then I got to the point where I was like, I'm coming out here like every week for what to see the same people and stuff like that.
exactly.
But with Boise necessarily, because I was born in Boise, so it's basically what I'm saying. I'm complaining about my hometown because it's like what I'm saying, like it's the same shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And that's why I'm saying like, sometimes it's like I definitely I gotta move to a new place. You know what I'm saying? And
Try a different
like
flavor.
You said, yeah, exactly. And
Try a
experience
different flavor.
and new experiences type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like I feel like I don't know. I'm not dissing on anybody that from
Yeah.
here when I say this at all.
Yeah, you're good.
I just feel like it's so weird to run into somebody that is from here that's never left here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like
and they're like
like
yeah.
I wouldn't say
yeah.
left here, but like they've just lived here their whole life. Like I'll be like, have you gone? A lot of times I'm like, okay, like where's the furthest you've gone? Or it's like, oh, I'm in like the Yellowstone, all this cool
Right.
stuff out here. But it's like, you ever seen like Dallas?
Yeah.
You ever went to like Kansas City?
Right.
You ever been to Chicago? Like
yeah, most people here are only like because it's basically like the west side. We live in the north, like
the-
Idaho's in the
yeah,
northwest.
Pacific
So
Northwest. Yeah.
most people are like been in like the Oregon coast or California or like Nevada at
Washington.
the furthest. But most people don't really go places because honestly, Idaho's a safe place and it's just it's a good
it's
place
so-
to just kick
yeah.
it. You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely a good place to like me personally. Like that's why like I want to live.
Yeah, that's.
I want to live young right now and do the things I want to do, but Idaho is 100% probably like after, I don't do the whole thing. If I had kids, send them off to
Exactly.
college
It's
and
a-
stuff like
definitely a
that.
retirement
This
state,
this
man.
is definitely be like I'm like even though the winters might suck, like I'll be what do they call that? I'll be a snowbird is what we call them in Florida.
okay.
Snowbirds. I'll be a snowbird. I'm cool with that, bro. Being like, oh, it's starting to get cold. I guess I'm
yeah.
gonna go to the condo in Florida. Like, I
Trust.
want to go. I don't
move.
want to do the winters here. I'm so cool with living with here though.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I really am.
Yeah, the winters are sometimes can be brutal.
Summers lit, bro. The Boise River lit,
Yeah.
bro.
Summers
You know what
are
I'm
the
saying?
best
Boise
now,
River lit. Tree Fort lit. Wait, I just went to the Hyde Park Street Fair, bro.
Yeah.
Lit. And I mean, it's
yeah,
a different
there's a lot
type
of
of
cool
lit,
stuff.
but it's cool, bro. Like there's
Yeah.
a lot of like niche little things that you could do in Boise.
Oh yeah.
There's a bunch of spots you could go to and just see something new in the summer, especially in the fall, that are like really cool.
Yeah.
But the winter, like, I don't even know. Like
The
even
winters. Yeah.
like I've never been skiing or snowboarding. I've lived here.
Really?
I've lived here like
dang.
16 years, bro.
Yeah.
I lived here like 16, 18 years, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So a big like headstone in Idaho is Bogus Basin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of people go ski and snowboard up on the mountain, and it's like that's why low key I'm still here and I haven't like moved because I'm waiting for the snow season to go snowboard, bro. And like growing up in Idaho and Boise, it's a part of the culture where it's like you go up snowboarding. You know what I mean? You might bring a bottle to because like the whiskey keep you warm type shit.
That's what everyone says. That's what
and
everyone
then,
says, man.
Yeah, dude. And
I've got countless videos of my
Dude,
homie.
it's
Hey,
wild.
shout out Preston.
Yeah.
But I've got countless videos on my phone of him. Like they bring a J up there. They're bumping like they're doing
Yeah, dude.
whatever. I'm
It's-
like,
it's
bro,
pretty
you guys are in like ankle deep to almost knee deep of snow. Like
Yeah, dude.
realistically, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's-
Like
it's fun.
what makes you think a dude that was born in Rockledge, Florida,
Yep.
wants to go up in the mountains for it, bro?
Right. Yeah, dude.
Like
it's-
me,
it's
like
wild.
I tell people all the time, I wish we had more places here, and I wish the summer wasn't so dry here
Yeah.
because I miss mudding. Mudding is fun, bro.
Right. Yeah.
Like you gotta have, because there'll be times where I feel like in the summer, especially recently, bro.
Yeah.
If
Have you noticed, like, I feel like we get no rain here during the summer.
Dude, yeah, it's
It's
like
little to none
Yeah.
for months, bro.
Yeah, and recently it's been really dry. It's been a lot of dry seasons in Idaho, but it's like a high desert. You know what I mean? It's like a high in elevation, high desert, and it's interesting because it's like a lot of people because you're from Florida. Florida doesn't really have 4 seasons. It's like 2 seasons almost. It's like rainy season and then like dry season. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like it's either hot or
Humid
it's
season.
It's literally hurricane season and summer.
Right.
That is the 2 seasons that Florida gets.
Exactly.
Bro.
So it's like it's funny when people come here and they're like, "Oh my gosh, there's actually like spring, summer,
Fall,
and
winter. It's all 4
It's interesting.
seasons.
Yeah, and that's what's funny too, because it's like it's definitely interesting because right now it's like fall, and my freaking lips are getting dry, my face is getting dry. I mean, shit,
You're
get it,
telling me,
brother.
bro. I remember waiting for the bus out here and
Yeah,
like
dude, it's
my
freaking
lips, bro. Oh my gosh! In the winter, bro. Cut
Yeah.
them off.
Dude, no,
Cut them off.
And
bro.
I
It
used
was
to-
bad, bro.
I used to have a bad habit where I'm like licking my lips, so I'd always have like the ring around my lips, and I'm
Oh,
like,
God.
it's
Now
bad,
you
bro.
say that, guy got me touching my shit.
Dude,
Like,
yeah,
what
no.
went on?
Yeah, no, for real, bro. But it's just you know how it be. But just thinking of back, like
Yeah, you
at
got
bus
the
stop,
whole
bro, it's
red
just nuts.
ring
Yeah.
around your mouth. Like I remember a lot of stuff, bro. But
Yeah, nah, but yeah, man, it's cool to get you finally on and getting like a perspective, getting like finally your perspective and like a kind of a look at like who you are, and it's cool. It's cool to see you doing your thing, my nigga, and just fucking
yeah, bro. I
going-
thank you for the
going crazy,
opportunity.
what I'm
I thank
saying?
you for the opportunity, bro.
Yeah.
Like for real. That's why like the first time I was on, like I felt like I was more of a I wouldn't say distraction, but like
Right.
you know what I mean? Like
No, I
it
feel
was
you, bro.
there was little to no questions directed to me, and
Yeah.
I'm sitting there and it's like, well, one, Caden wasn't even ready for that, so
Yeah, no, and well, yeah. For me, it was just like Keith was just like a surprise guest, if you will. And
Yeah.
that's how it is, man. That's how it be, and like, it's cool. It's cool to be like that a surprise guest or just someone who's there and had to show up, just to show up and just to do it. You know what I'm saying? And
exactly.
that's one thing I'll say about Keith is that no matter what, he's always gonna show up and
Yeah,
just
if
freaking
you
do it.
try to invite me and just let me know, bro. That's why, like, even I've been trying
Yeah.
to do my best of communicating with you, even though I've been
Oh, yeah.
texting you like even like once a week, being like,
Dude,
hey,
trust.
like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
I just need to know because like
Yeah.
there'll be times where even last week, like Saturday, bro,
Mhm.
last Saturday, if everything would have went down, you know what I
Right.
mean? We were supposed to do this. I was supposed to go to a Boise State game. And then my homie's birthday after that.
Oh,
the
wow,
Boise State
okay,
game
yeah.
didn't start till like I think 7:45, bro.
Right.
So we got out of there 11. I was supposed to still go party after that.
Yeah.
Like that would have been a
Dude.
whole. I've been like, hey man, like
Yeah. Big day.
I'm
type
like
shit.
I need to fit it in. Like let me
Right.
know. Let
Yeah,
me
and-
know
and
what's going on.
It's hard for me too because I'm so busy, like, because that's why I try to be scheduling, like a week ahead in time, and the studios, been a lot busier recently, so it's like it's harder to get into the scheduling and the flow, Joe, if you will.
Yeah.
And that's what.
I mean that's life though. Just
Yeah.
like how we've been talking about,
yeah.
bro. Like that's,
Oh yeah.
it's life. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We both we
And,
all go through our own things.
because
and-
like and also just working because we work for the man, you know what I mean. We
at the end of the day, sadly.
we still be working for the man, so we'd be doing a lot of W2 stuff, and then we do a lot of like on the side shit, so it's like it's like sometimes we just gotta lock in and shit.
Yeah, lock in and really just do what you want. That's why I always push like all whether you're my friend or if I end up like even like my girlfriends, bro, that
Right.
I've had in the past. I've been like, hey, like, what do you want to do? I'm like,
Exactly.
we're doing what we have to do right now.
Right, 'cause a
But,
lot of
like,
people
what
get
do you want to
comfortable.
do on the back end? Like,
Yeah.
don't get comfortable just doing the same thing every day.
Mhm.
Just like how I said, like I can't, bro.
Yeah,
I can't.
Yes.
There be days where I'm like, okay, I want to play NCAA.
dude. Yeah,
I'll play NCAA. There's days I want to go to the studio. I'll go to the studio. I personally cannot, and I think it's my ADHD is my problem. I cannot wake up, go to work, go home, eat dinner,
It
shower,
is-
go to
is-
bed,
it-
wake up, go to work, eat. Like,
It is
Are you
ADHD,
like that is
bro.
that is
'Cause
that
I'm the
is
same exact way, man.
that's
Like,
mental. I feel like that's
I just
mental,
gotta
bro.
go. Like I'm just, you know what I'm saying. I can't like fall in line, if you will, and like it is all mental, you know.
No,
what I mean,
but
at the end of
not
the
even
day.
that. What I'm saying is like if you can do that, like one, you're
Yes.
strong mentally, but that's so like borderline psychotic.
Right.
I
It's
feel like.
literally
You know
the
what I mean? I'm
definition
just
of
being like,
insanity,
all right, let's
you know
just.
what I mean, it's the definition. I tell people all the time, bro.
You know what I
It's
mean?
the
Like, you
definition of
just-
insanity. You know, you're doing the same thing over and over and over again, and it's cool, you know. But at the end of the day, I like venturing, and you know, I don't know. I like just venturing and shit, and just try like new experiences. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, bro.
like how you were saying earlier, you know what I'm saying? Like new experiences will definitely teach you like a lot. And,
Yeah, that's why like I'm
yeah.
even excited for like the end of this month. Like, you
Yes.
know what I mean? I'm going to a place at the end of the month. I'm going to Arkansas at the end of the month.
cool.
And gonna go see what's going on down there.
Oh,
Check
yeah.
out a
Arkansas
college
is different, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been.
Yeah.
Adding
I
it
mean,
to
you're
the
from
list.
the south, so you get it.
I get it, but like I said, like we were talking about,
Yeah.
every state's its own country, bro.
Mhm.
Like you could
Yes.
Idaho is 100 times different than Florida.
Oh yeah.
Florida is 2,000 times different than Utah.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like
yeah.
they're so
So different.
different, but that's what makes, you know what I mean, like the places that we live fucking so beautiful, bro.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I'm telling you right now, the way the sky looks at sunrise and sunset in Idaho, you can't find that anywhere else.
Oh, yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't. Bro,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, like
Dusk and Dawn in Idaho is
people
different, man.
people can sit there and be like, well, you ain't never seen this, you ain't never seen that. I'm like, have you seen the sun come over the mountains,
Right.
wake everyone up, and then when it goes late, like when it goes, we got
Yeah,
a
yeah.
weird golden hour because
yeah.
the sun
It's the
comes
golden
over
hour
the
with the
mountains,
roosters.
and then it
Farm
just
state.
there's nothing on the other side. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah,
people are used to seeing both. They're
Right.
used to seeing just one thing, and it's both.
Oh yeah, dude,
You know what I mean?
And yeah, you go to like, you know, places kind of like a ton like Ontario or like kind of over there like past the Snake River and stuff like that. Bro, it's nuts over there, man. It's gorgeous. But and I think that might be a good time to end it right there, man. But I appreciate you for hopping on the
Yeah, bro,
podcast, bro.
no-
And this is not the last one, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So
most definitely, most definitely.
we'll definitely hop in the studio, you know, in the future, and I appreciate you for hopping on, dog.
Yeah.
And
Well,
what the
I
fuck
guess-
is going on?
Yeah, I'll give a quick shout out
Yeah,
and
and-
plug myself in
of
real
course, bro.
quick. I got the Q coming out on all platforms: SoundCloud, Apple Music, Spotify, whatever you listen to. You're gonna find me under QUISE with a period. It's Keese.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be out at the end of this month or in the next couple of weeks into November.
Yeah, and I'll throw it in the description and shit. you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
and you know what I mean. Shout out WTF.
Yes, sir.
Shout out RNA. Shout out everybody. Shout out everybody. You know what I mean? Varney on
Hell
the
yeah.
beat, Lil Dreamy,
Oh, yeah,
MJD. Shout out everybody, man.
Shout out everybody, you know what I'm saying? Shout out if you made it to the end of this podcast, thank you, y'all. You know, like, subscribe, you know, go check out Keese, you know what I'm saying? I love y'all, and what the
Yeah,
fuck
check
is
out
going on?
Unc. I'm getting old. I need help.
Hell yeah.